to the We Rob for a Cure channel. These videos are for the intended purpose of edutainment, entertainment, and education combined into one. The purpose of this video is to give people encouragement in their time of need for those who are dealing with a health issue, cancer, diabetes, high blood pressure, addiction. These videos are made so that you can be encouraged with new techniques, different styles, different ways of viewing your situation so that you can heal and move forward. It's 10:55 where I'm at. It's been a very interesting day the last couple of days. I have been blessed to work, take care of things, and I guess try to get some rest. Just bought me a new bike. Unfortunately, somebody stole my bike the other night, but thankfully I was blessed to get a better bike. I think this bike is pretty good. Everything on it works, and it has a nice little shock system on there. So out with one, in with another. Also want to thank my friend Mo at Mo's Auto for finally getting this small grounding situation together. The point of that, me saying that, is there's always a way. So I want to dedicate this to anyone who, like what I had to deal with, and that's negative words. I had a conversation with somebody about maybe 5 months ago, and he turned me into a person that deals with funding. He's a lawyer, and he deals with a lot of high-end people. And what I got from that conversation was that either he was extremely tired or he really wasn't interested in actually talking to me. Whether or not that be the case, he didn't sound as if he was the person that I need to talk to in order to get some things done. Obviously, I wasn't in his price range to get stuff done, and that's understandable. It's okay. But I see doctors do that a lot with patients. And if you are a practitioner of medicine, I want you to listen to this message. And if you know anyone who happens to be a practitioner, deal with science, etc., I'm going to share something with you all, and this is my suggestion to you all. If you're not motivating a person to fight, you shouldn't be in the practice that you're in. People come to you because they need help, because they don't know what's going on with them, and they need somebody to give them guidance. I'm not saying give them con game words. And yes, most of these situations are definitely life-threatening, but you being someone that they come to, they shouldn't feel like it's over. They should feel like we're going to war and we're going to fight until we can't fight no more. And if you have never experienced how it feels to go through that, then you're not an expert in the quote-unquote practice that you're in. It's like being on a football team. You've never played football, not one day of your life, but you're telling people how to play the game. If you've never experienced getting hit, tackled, interceptions, touchdowns, losing, etc., and possibly broken bones, you're not an expert in that game. You're an observer. And that's what I see a lot of practitioners. They're observers who've never been through the experience. Your words can motivate a person to live. Your words can do the absolute opposite. So choose the sides that you're going to be on. I speak to so many people now because I became more and more popular with helping people with health, that I realize that they're becoming more trustworthy of me and what I'm telling them than the actual practitioners that you call doctors. And I ask myself, me personally, why is it so difficult for anyone to just get in the book? That's a train in the background. I live by a train, so you're going to hear a train pass through with that big old horn. Like that. Why is it so hard for us to give more words of encouragement to people who don't see that this is not the end of their lives. To where when your words no longer motivate them, they come to people like me. Unfortunately, they should be coming to me first, then you. I hear our beautiful women looking for the negatives in everything instead of looking at the positives, and expect us to just make a way because we're men. But I don't see that when they don't have enough money to go buy that dress, but they still make a way to get that dress. They don't take that same energy and saying, I'll never get it, or this is never going to happen. They make a way for it. And that's one of the beautiful powers of women. You can make something out of nothing. But yet, when they tell you that you're dealing with something that can take you out in 6 months, why is it so difficult for you all to take that same energy that you buy dresses and you buy all these other things, and yet you don't take the time to say, I'm going to find a way to break this cycle of bad health, not only with me, but my family. And I'm going to make a way, same way I took that money that I didn't have to go get them red bottoms, to go get that purse that I didn't need but I wanted, to go and get those nails done, or that new hair that you buy at the beauty supply place. Nothing stops you from doing that. Nothing and no one stops you from getting what you want. So why can't you take that same energy and say, this thing called cancer, this thing called diabetes, this thing called endometriosis, this thing called fibroid issues, this thing called breast cancer, this is not going to stop me from living. I am going to find a way to get rid of this in the same manner that I go shopping and do whatever I want to do. Why is it so difficult? You just haven't learned how to shift the vibration. So in this video, if you are so kind to watch this video, unfortunately, I'm no longer talking about health issues the way I did on TikTok. I cut the video, I cut my page off. I got tired of TikTok. You got thugs on there doing stupid stuff. You got people twerking. You got people disrespecting each other. You got these young girls thinking that they're women, disrespecting men, and so on and so on and so on. I'm teaching people how to stay alive health-wise and understand what's going on with their bodies, and you all want to cut me off. So TikTok, thank you. The first thing that I want you to start doing, and I do this all the time, and I'm going to do it again, and this will probably be the opening of my health videos from now on. You're going to take your cup of water. You're going to focus for 5 minutes, all of the negative things, and you're going to put that negative energy into that water with that rice. You're going to take another cup of water, and you're going to start performing positive attributes in your water before you drink it. Because the more you do this, the better your chances of seeing what you're trying to commit to manifestation or to reality. It's more applicable for it to happen, meaning that you're putting in the words, you're putting the power into the words. And for even more suggestions to add power to your words, look up what the words that you're using mean. Find the meaning, because you add more power to it when you know exactly what you're saying. For example, I want to make $1,000 every week by way of my social media page. I want to get more subscribers to my channel, my health channel, as well as my biker channel, and my brand, We Ride Biker for Life by Rael, murals and shirts, gets more sales, and I make better connections to keep me going. Now I understand every word that I said and how it is going to be applied, but I also take 5 minutes to focus on seeing that happen. I even pray over my pictures, my paintings, and say, I want you to sell. When I go to an event, sell, multiply, be successful, because that's what I want, and I'm working hard to see that happen. I want you, whoever's dealing with cancer, I want you to not only heal, but I want you to understand what you must do to heal from that by understanding why you have it. That also means learning about the organ or the body part that's affected or infected with the radical cells, and learn how long does it take for that part of the body to actually heal, and learn the healing tools. That even includes things like listening to different hertz frequencies to help retune the body, because everything is a frequency. I want you to get into your mind, there is no room for any negative words that will halt my growth. Kobe Bryant, I love the way that he went and did things. He was fluent in several languages. He was a businessman. He worked very hard to perfect his game. He was very, very egotistical to one sense, but he was very confident when you look at the bigger picture. And one thing I remember that he said was, there's no room for failure. I will not accept failure. I will not accept failure. Put it into your water. Okay? You're going to start writing words down, and I have a book that's coming out, a book of motivational quotes. And these are the things that keep me motivated. I have a thing on the wall right now that says, train your brain tactics. You set a goal. That's number one. You determine what you're going to give up. You're going to make a plan. That's number three. You're going to give yourself a deadline. Now I'm going to express to you all how all of this coincides with each other by using the practice that I do. Number five, make this a written statement. Number six, repeat it. And number seven, you're going to review and analyze everything. I'm reading from what I got on the wall here. Number one, you're going to set a goal. Our goal is to destroy this way of thinking and this living condition that got me sick. That may mean you may need to look at everything that you need to start imputing, putting into your program, so that you can have a better advantage. You get it in a calendar, you get in a pen and a pad, you're writing down what you're trying to do. That means you may have to study what you need to do in order to reach that goal. Number two, you're going to determine what you're going to give up. There's going to be sacrifice. With everything in life, there's a sacrifice. What are you giving up? You're giving up going out to parties. You're giving up, you may have to put your car up for a little bit, take the bus, ride a bike like I do. Maybe you're going to have to sit up here and take one day and just get all of your shopping so you don't have to go to the store anymore or in your restaurants and get food. That's my pet peeve because I eat good, but I eat good food. Number four, you're going to have to make a deadline. Now, I have a thing. Shout out to Mecca Audio. His mother, His mother said something to him at a time where he was going through some things. And she told him, pain only lasts 14 days. After that, move on. So you're going to be so locked into removing these illnesses from your body that you're going to tell your body in 14 days, this is no longer going to bother me. I wish I would have learned that 11 years ago. You're going to say to yourself that this thing that I'm experiencing is not going to bother me after 14 days. I'm putting this situation to a close. And within those 14 days, you're going to put affirmations out. And you're going to dedicate 14 days of those affirmations 3 times a day. And make it something that is subconsciously in you so that at a certain time of the day, automatically you're going to respond and you're going to react. This is how you're going to start destroying that illness that's in your body that the doctors are telling you is you're not going to live long if you don't take these out of control treatments and stuff. I don't want to say the name, but I think if anybody who knows about cancer, you know what they want you to take. The emo therapy, you know what I'm talking about. And the radiation, you know what I'm talking about. But they never explain to you before you do that take 21 days to get yourself cleaned out first. As I teach my students, go through 21 days first and see how your body is reacting before you do anything harsh. And watch how your body will react and respond. And you may not have what they're saying you have. You may just have the symptoms sparking off, and your body is being compromised because you're not giving your body a break. But you're going to start reactivating your body by telling yourself, after 14 days, this is no longer going to be a problem. And just off of that, you're going to figure out a way to rid yourself of that problem. You're going to probably, like I did, when I looked and realized that this stuff can be reduced, I started looking at the things that will help me go through that. Like, I love salads. I'm a salad eating guy. So I'm going to get the best foods. Well, I get what is called a superfood salad. I also like wraps. I make sure that if I do anything, I'm looking for particular ingredients so I know what to avoid. I'm doing this once a day, then I break my meals down to 3 quadrants, and I take my supplements. These things work, and you feel better. I try to get a good workout for 5 minutes, because a good 5-minute workout will help you. I try to ride my bike at least 5 miles a day when I get a chance to, because riding a bike and drinking water will help your body loose a lot of stuff out. I take 3 days, I eat, I take 1 day to fast, then I repeat the cycle. I eat a certain way. All of these things that I'm telling you all can react within 14 days, including killing off cancer cells that are being reborn every 14 days. That's why stages of these cancers, they grow so quickly, because you don't understand the life cycle of the cancer. So putting the positive words into your actions will motivate you to go further in living. I also like good music. I'm an artist, so I'm always drawn. That's what kept me motivated. Not sitting and pouting and crying and feeling bad because I got this thing. Instead, I got mad. Realizing there was so much that I could have done, instead of being sad about something that I can't fix because it wasn't for me to fix. And then I get sick, and it took that to spark something in me to say, no, I'm not going out unfulfilled. So you can cancel that date, because that's not going to happen. And it's been 8.5 years now. 8.5 years. So I'm proud. I'm proud to say that I can speak to you. I can speak to anyone. And I can say to them, you can beat this. If you really want to, you can beat this. The same way that I know that the human body and the brain is so connected and so powerful that you can convince your body to actually grow muscle. C.T. Fletcher used to have this thing, and I have so much respect for C.T. Fletcher. C.T. Fletcher has the 10 commandments of bodybuilding. And bodybuilding commandment number 1 is, I command you to grow. And when he said that I talk to my muscles. I talk to my muscles. Well, I believe in that philosophy. I talk to myself. I command you to be great. I made my own version of it. I command you to be great. I command you to be prosperous. I command you to be greater today than you were yesterday. So, without any further ado, before I call it a night, because I'm a little bit tired. I've been up since 7 o'clock this morning. The grind is real. Make a plan for 14 days on how you're going to improve yourself. Write it down. Look for powerful words that keep you motivated. Here's something that you can use. Keep going. You're doing good. Get a chart. Write down what you're trying to do. And when you do it, at the end of the day, I got through it. We did it. Look at yourself in the mirror. Don't forget to tell yourself 100 times, I love you. And we're going to win. We're going to get through this. Because nobody's going to motivate you more than you. And when you believe that you have the ability to do it, nothing and no one's going to stop you from reaching that goal. The more you tell yourself every day how great you are, how powerful you are, and I'm not saying that to sound like a con artist. I'm saying that because you need to hear this, you need to tell yourself this every day. When I dealt with cancer, I had to tell myself every day, you're not going to die unfulfilled. Your wife is gone, life has changed, you are not going to die unfulfilled. I did not say things that made me depressed. I talked it out. I made myself think of better things to do. I'm on a computer now. I mean, on my laptop now. I'm continuing to do greater things. I may get mad because things may not go the way I want, but I stop myself. Listen to what I'm saying. I stop myself and I tell myself, keep going, get up, let's go. We ain't got time for this. Stop yourself. I will not allow myself to get depressed. I'm mad, I'm angry, and I'm going to end it by telling you all about my car. I got a 2007 Pontiac G6. I'm the second owner. My ex-wife, she gave it to me, had car issues. I took over the payments. It took me a year and a half to pay that car completely off, but I paid it off. 3 months after I paid that car off, the engine died. It is what it is. The mechanic that had my car, when he found out that I had cancer, he told me, don't worry about this car. I got you. He took care of the car. Took care of the car. A year and a half later, after I got out of the hospital, I had a real bad situation. I was dealing with cancer. The tumor that I had that was in my colon, it was irritated by some food that wasn't cooked all the way. Unfortunately, my tumor exploded when I was in the hospital due to food poisoning. I almost died. I was hospitalized for 10 days. I got out the hospital, I was 40 pounds underweight. I talk about this all the time. I got out the hospital, I'm skin and bones. I'm skin and bones. You see how my structure is on my arm? All of this was bone. No muscle tone. You see up in here? I was so skinny that I can actually see my bone structure. I can actually see the bone structure in my skull. That's how much weight I lost. I got it back. It took time. That man kept my car. I had battles with this car over and over again. It took me to sit down and realize I was getting so mad about this car because for 2.5 years, I've been trying to fix a situation due to the fact that somebody tried to steal the car. And I never said these words. Universe, you fix it. Because I've done everything I can do. Universe, you fix it. And I ended up making a phone call to somebody that has done work with me, who's done business for me, who's shot with me, who's supported my business. I've actually painted murals in his garage with one of his buddies. And I never thought maybe he can fix the problem. They fixed that problem in 2 days. 2 days. Everybody says, why don't you just get rid of the car? And I said this, I'm going to fix that car because I put it in the universe and I'm going to fix that car. Now I started putting into the universe, I'm going to make a certain amount of money every week. And I've been doing that. What was the difference? This is not some spooked out stuff. I changed the vibration. What is the vibration of no longer having cancer? What is the vibration of no longer having diabetes? What is the vibration of no longer having breast cancer, endometriosis, cervical cancer, lung cancer, colon cancer, cancer of the esophagus, brain cancer? What is that doorway? Changing the way that you think. And once you start thinking a certain way, the body has no choice but to react. The end result of this will be you will be in a better place, because when you look at everything you've written down and what you've experienced, you're going to have more victories than defeats, because you changed your attitude and you got it done. And that's my message tonight. I've been online for 25, 26 minutes. I hope you got the message. If you feel as if somebody needs to hear this, please, by all means, share this video. Again, these videos are for the intended purpose of edutainment, entertainment, and education combined into one. And I thank you all for watching. Be safe.